All right, Gate 14 podcast. You can tell just in my voice how good of a weekend it was for the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm Johnny Junts. I'm joined as always by Avery and JR. Avery, we'll start with you, man. How are you doing?
Good. My weekend was better than the Jays. The Jays tried to ruin my Canada Day weekend, but I did not let it happen. Partied on this weekend, had some fun, but no, the baseball part wasn't great.
JR?
I had fun, but obviously the Jays, we got to work on some stuff, man. We got slapped around the last couple games, so we're obviously going to talk about that. But I mean, it's tough to see right now, man. Like, seems like the offense can't really figure it out, and I mean, the Rays gave us an old beating. McClanahan showed us that guy's fucking filthy. That guy is nasty.
He's fucking gross. Let's go into the weekend, man. So obviously it was a good Canada Day weekend. I have a funny story. So I went out to the bar with Connor Morrow on Saturday. Shout out Morrow. We went out in Guelph. And I have to leave early. So I'm leaving. I'm like, all right, Morrow, I'm gone, all that kind of stuff. So while I'm on my way out, my Uber is on like the corner of like another street. So I'm walking towards this Uber and I'm walking in front of this bar called Frankenstein's, which is always packed.
Oh, Frank's is greasy.
And I'm walking, and then I'm just like, next thing I know, I like look to my right and my left. I'm just in the middle of a brawl. Like I'm just standing in the middle of a brawl. Like there's like a huge brawl. There's security. There's people getting their chains ripped. And here comes this little fucking four-eyed freak. I'm just walking right there. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, holy shit. And there's people literally like in a 2-foot radius of me just fucking throwing bombs. There's people getting elbowed, chains getting snatches. Security guards are calling these kids pussies for fucking going 4-on-1. And I'm just there. I'm like, what in the fuck? I literally just walked in the middle of a brawl. It was one of the fucking wildest things. I thought I had to start throwing bows. It was just the craziest thing I've ever seen. I texted Morrow. I'm like, I literally just walked in between a massive brawl. And it was just like, you could tell it's like university kids because that's what it like summer school or whatever. But yeah, dude, Guelph is fucking wild. You want to talk about wild? You were in Belleville. Like, what the fuck is there to do there?
So it wasn't even Belleville. Fuck, what was the town? It was way small. Brighton is this small ass town. One of my buddies from Georgetown that I played hockey with growing up. He just works for this like Fishing Canada, and he said he was going to move to Oshawa. He asked people if they wanted to move to Oshawa, and he just moved an hour away from Oshawa. He wasn't even close to living in Oshawa, but just a pad where the boys could get shit faced pretty much. So enjoyed that. But I had a wild Saturday. So I wake up, obviously buckled from the night before. So you go eat. I thought we were going to leave super early so I could play golf with you, Johnny, at 4:00. We didn't. We left with no time left. So we buzz home from Brighton to Georgetown. I was like, okay, get there. I'm home for 15 minutes before we go play golf. I was like, I need to shower, get all the cigs out of my hair and under my fucking nails. Like, smell like shit. Go play golf with you. We play the fastest round of golf that's ever been played, pretty much. 2 hours, 20 minutes, maybe. Jared sends me a text, or I call him. He's in Collingwood. He's like, oh, maybe I'm going to go up to Collingwood. I end up going home, driving to Georgetown, driving to Collingwood again, buckled again, throwing up in the yard, doing that thing, and then waking up, playing golf again today. It has been an absolute, like, I know the boys play 162 games and like they damage their bodies and it's hard on you, but my body might be hurting more than anyone else.
And you're talking about your body, JR. I was golfing with Avery on Saturday, and if obviously it was just me and him, but if we were golfing with other people, they would have looked at Avery and said, what the fuck is this dude 80 years old? Like, this dude couldn't pick up to grab his golf ball. He was moaning when he would go to grab a tee. I was like, what the fuck is this dude doing?
Blew out my back playing spike ball the day before. All right. And I feel better today, but it was an issue.
You haven't had a minute to relax, Dave.
Like, your mic isn't working, Jer. You're talking to your computer, motherfucker.
Oh, who's laughing now? That's fucking karma for the fucking chirping my connection.
The microphone should be working here.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just echoed because you're in a different part of your room.
Okay, talk without the microphone in your mouth.
Hello.
Yeah, your mic's not working.
Yeah, your mic's not working. All right. So we've established that right off the bat. JR's mic's not working.
Oh, that.
Hello?
There we
Ah,
go.
there it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, I was on the
That's-
wrong setting. That's my bad. No, Abe, you've been just jammed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an
This
issue.
is like-
The drinking
you-
doesn't help me feel any better, but I still do it all the time.
Yeah.
I also have questions about this bar fight, Johnny, because that was really, really interesting. The only bar fight I've ever been a part of was in Guelph as well. Well, I wasn't really a part of it. One of the guys.
They get
we were with.
down. They get down there.
Yeah. So you said it was 4-on-1 fight.
No, yeah, like it was literally just one guy that was yapping like a fucking chihuahua, and then like for instance, I'm walking past like the crosswalk, and just 4 fucking dudes with the chihuahua guys beside me just start gang banging onto this guy, and I'm just there. I'm like, whoa! I'm literally walking to my Uber, and I'm texting the Uber guy. My head's down, and next thing I know, I'm just in the middle of a brawl in front of Frank's, and it's like 4-on-1. The security guys were just these freak steroid dudes, just threw all these dudes off of the guys, and we're calling them fucking pussies and words I can't recite on this podcast. And I was just there. I'm like, whoa! I had to like dance around this shit because I could have caught like a ricochet shot right
That's what I
to
was
my
about to ask
dome from
next.
these dudes.
Next. Yeah.
Like I couldn't believe it. I was obviously like, you want to talk about nails moves? So I get to the bar with Morrow. I get 2 vodka Red Bulls, a tequila shot, and a beer right off the bat. I'm only there for 20 minutes.
That's an
Starting-
absolute mess of a combo of drinks.
It's
to do.
just I like to get all the concoctions in me. So yeah, it was just wild. It really was. And obviously it was good. I went out with some of the IBL guys.
That's
Obviously,
also what I wanted to say after you chirped
Mhm.
the IBL. Was there?
I
any-
wasn't. I don't chirp the players directly. The only players that I chirp are the guys on the fucking TikTok page.
The-
Beef Airzy, whatever the fuck his name is.
He
If you're
follows us,
listening, you're the
man.
biggest fucking loser ever. He posts game tape on TikTok, not ironically, like legitimate, like for kids to pump his tires on TikTok, and he's just the biggest loser ever. So Beer Fairzy, if you're listening to this, fuck you. I just want to let you know, like I might have to block. I have to stop seeing this content. It's
The other
terrible.
one that was really funny that you sent us was the LinkedIn post from that London Majors guy who said he had a second chance at professional baseball playing
Yeah.
for the London Majors in a great baseball town.
Some shit JR would do, eh? JR, what was your reaction to that post? Because you're more of
The-
like a calm guy, right? So did I overreact, or was that the most outlandish post ever?
Like of the LinkedIn post of professional baseball.
The guy saying he got another chance. He walked away from college baseball to pretty much play in the IBL.
I don't think he overreacted. I think it's like it's just so like I mean like you don't even get paid. Like it's like if I played men's league, like you get paid for like I get it. Like the guys who just want to continue playing ball and they want to play at a competitive level, okay, like good. But like guys who are literally think it's like the pros when no one's getting paid, it's kind of fucking.
It's embarrassing.
It's just like why? Like if you really wanted to go pro, you could go find a team in Europe.
yeah, and play.
Like, a lot of people do that. Like
The league isn't bad. Those players are pretty. There's
No,
some
yeah,
some
good
of
play.
them.
Yeah.
It's like
Pretty good.
there's not really an in between. What I noticed, like at the games that I went to, there's like really good guys.
Like
and then
Jade
there's
Williams
just-
is fucking playing. Like he's got to be gross.
Yeah, no,
still.
he's good. I'm just saying, like, there's really good guys, and there's like dog shit guys. Like, there's no really middle of the pack type of guys. Like, there's good, and then there's just horrendous dudes that have no business playing baseball. Like, that's just the middle ground.
you
But
gotta love the game to be fucking driving an hour to play a 9-inning game after work. Like
Yeah,
fuck,
like
man, I
4
can-
times a week. They play 4 games a week sometimes.
Do they?
Yeah,
Dude, like
like the
Man.
Guelph team, they played Friday, Saturday, Tuesday, and I think they played today. So like, it's you gotta love the game of baseball.
you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Those are the guys who play in that league are the guys who are like super competitive. Because like
Yeah.
or else they just wouldn't be playing ball. Let's just be honest. They wouldn't
Yeah.
be playing IBL.
Yeah, it's a good point.
It's
And I
the
guess-
only people whose shoulders still work too.
Yeah.
Like,
uh-huh.
you no one else
yeah,
plays
and
'cause
like
you
not
can't
really
prove 'em.
injuries. That's a good point. So I guess we can start to talk about Toronto Blue Jays now. Before we go into
I have a
them,
I have a statement about there was too much baseball this fucking week. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Too many
way
games.
Too much. Way too many games. That's a good point. Way too many games.
Yeah.
But before we go into the Jays game, man, I want to kind of just give my condolences to Mark Budzinski, first base coach for the Jays. Lost his daughter. I don't know what happened or how she passed away.
I tried looking it up, but
Yeah, it's
really sad no matter what.
Yeah, it's really sad. So obviously, all of our thoughts and prayers are with the Budzinskis. So that's just a terrible news, and I don't know when he'll be back. I think he's stepping away from the team. And I've seen all the stuff like from Pat Tabler, Buck Martinez, all these guys, and they speak really highly of him. So yeah, just rest in peace, man. And obviously we're with Budzinski, man. Just crazy news. She's my age. She's 25.
No, I thought she was 17.
No, she's 25. Oh, she is 17. Sorry. Bud's been in the majors for 25 years.
Yeah,
that's what I read it wrong.
Doesn't
But
matter. Yeah, no,
rest
it's
in
really
peace.
sad.
But let's recap the Jays preview. And obviously that we have started on a sad note, but we're going to continue to be sad here. Stop me when you fucking heard this. The Toronto, and I know we fucking talk about this every week. Everyone talks about me fucking complaining about it. The Toronto Blue Jays bullpen is the most pathetic fucking excuse for a fucking thing on this team. It's embarrassing. It's a joke. Their ERA is over 5 now. Over fucking 5. And I know we talk about it every single week. We hammer it home every single week. But the reason why we talk about it is, 1, it doesn't get fucking better. And 2, management is doing fuck all about it. Fuck all about it. The Toronto Blue Jays called up. This is how bad it is. The Toronto Blue Jays called up Thomas Hatch to start a division game. Thomas Hatch has over a 5 fucking ERA in AAA. Over a 5 ERA. And that's the best fucking option is Thomas Hatch to fucking start a doubleheader game. It's the most embarrassing thing ever. They're just punting games. You're literally just punting fucking games. It's a joke. This bullpen is fucking embarrassing. And Trent Thornton, what in the fuck was that today? Holy Christ. It's fucking terrible. Over a 5 ERA.
I have 2 things about the Thomas Hatch game, the infamous Thomas Hatch game. 1, Max Castillo should have started the game. It's just as it is. And 2, why don't we call up fucking toss Big Dick Rick on the 40 man and he should have started game 2.
It can't get worse. Start his fucking clock, man. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, obviously they won't do that, but as a fan, you would love for that to happen.
Mm-hmm. They need to do something, man. I mean, that's why I laughed, Johnny, about your tweet when you said I know like you tweeted that because Boston literally fucking imploded their bullpen, but I just laughed. I'm surprised Yankees fans didn't go after it, be like, dude, your bullpen sucks shit. Like our bullpen sucks, dude. Like we're so bad. And I kind of wanted to look back to see like the past like 5 to 10. I didn't get to it. My bad. That's hand up on me. But the last like 5 to 10 World Series champs, where their bullpen ranked. Like I wanted to see that because like just to get an idea of like this is fucked. Like we're not gonna win. Like we just can't win with a bullpen this bad.
I'd be shocked if it was anything lower than like bottom half of the league.
Yeah, because you got to think like Dodgers, Braves had a great bullpen. Like I'm trying to think who else. Like
Just
the
think of-
Astros, they've always had a pretty good pen. Like I don't think any of those teams had at least bottom 10 bullpen.
That Braves
Any of the
bullpen
teams.
last year was disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And think about playoff baseball too. The games are so long.
Yeah.
There's so many big opportunities compared to this Jays bullpen. I would not want to see any of them pitch in a meaningful postseason game.
Think about it. Like we saw the postseason, man. Like obviously they still have that rule going, the 3 batters, but like you're seeing like 6, 7 arms. Like it is just like matchup. It's like, dude, what the fuck do we have in a really tight game? What do we have?
Okay. Jordan Romano's been really good. Do you even like trust him that much as a guy?
No.
Like struggled right now too.
I
think it just looks like Jordy's like a god because the rest of the guys are so bad.
That's a good point.
Like
That is
he looks
a
like
good
he's not even close.
Would Jordan
He's
Romano
like
be?
He's been
And this
pretty
is a
good.
crazy question.
He's
Would
been
he be
pretty
a
good.
top 3 bullpen guy on the Yankees? I don't think he would be.
I don't think he wouldn't be closing for them. That's for sure. Like I would say that.
Clay Holmes, Clark Schmidt. Who else?
I mean, there's a bunch of guys who are hurt too. Like Chad Green is fucking.
yeah.
Chad Green could easily be our.
I think he's
closer.
probably a 3rd guy in that pen.
Mhm.
Which is crazy. This guy is closing games for us. And, like, man,
I don't think he's the guy we need to dog on.
No,
no, I'm
no.
not talking on it. It goes to show you, dude. Like, I can't. I seriously, as a fan, I just know that after the 5th inning, it's a cake toss. It's like a toss up. Like, you don't know what's happening. The Jays could have a fucking 5-1 lead, 6-1 lead. There's a possibility it could get blown. There's a massive possibility it get blown. Matt Gage has a 1.39 ERA, and we're just throwing him in games we're down 9. Like, you throw Trent fucking Thornton today in a 2-1 game or 1-1 game or whatever it was, 3-1. You throw fucking Trent Thornton. Matthew Gage is just rotting, and he's gonna pitch when you're down 9. I don't get that. And Avery, actually, by the way, you mentioned that point about Max Castillo, and we have to talk about this. Charlie Montoyo throws Max Castillo, I believe, in 2 games that are 4+ run leads, no matter what the team is. Let me just look this up. So he threw Max Castillo July 2nd, game 1, when that game was already out of hand, when they were down 3 or 4. And then July 1st, the Jays are up 7, and he throws Max Castillo.
That was nuts.
It just, I don't get it, dude. Like, this guy, and we talked about this 2 episodes ago, he's done more than enough to earn a starting spot. Just at least give him a shot.
So I'll kind of rebuttal with that a little bit. I think he has the stuff that is better than any of the guys that we give the starting spot
that's
to.
a good point. But what has Thomas Hatch done?
Yeah, no, that is just not a guy. Like, Thomas Hatch should be brought up to be a long man in a situation where Max Castillo, if you don't want to push him, even though he was starting in AAA, I believe, if you want to, like, his leash is 4 innings, then Thomas Hatch is maybe a bridge guy for 2. It's like we know he's a way better arm. It just makes no sense that why do we have to do this in a traditional way where you get an extra man for a double header, we bring up a shit bum and we throw him. It just doesn't make sense. Max Castillo, maybe not earned. I don't know his numbers that well, but
just based off of, because we were
stuff,
talking about on his Sunday appearance, or Saturday, I believe it was, 4 innings, 7 punchies, better than anyone in the bullpen's ever done. Better than any starting pitcher, like, obviously better than Thomas fucking Hatch. At least that should be like, all right, let's give him a potential opener spot here. Let's have him go game 2. Let's see how many innings he eats. Let's see what he does. Let's let him cook. But no, we throw him 2 innings, 2 combined innings on the weekend. Again, in a game we're up 7, and in a game we're down 4. It doesn't make sense. Why can't Thomas Hatch pitch in the game when you're down? That was the most mind-boggling thing I've ever seen. Like, Max Castillo has earned a spot, and I mean, Thomas Hatch is terrible. I never want to see him start a game again.
Okay, can we? We gotta do this. 4 2/3, 12 hits, 10 runs, 10 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 home runs.
That's a big league stat line.
How did we think this was going to be okay?
And people are going to use the excuse, but Kevin Gossman got hurt in game 1. That didn't even fucking matter because Thomas Hatch was going game 2 no matter what. No matter what. So, and you'd think, like, there's just no pitching depth either way, though. There really isn't. Like, the Rays had no pitching depth going into this weekend. What did they do? They figured out a fucking way to get through it, right? Drew Rasmussen pitched Saturday, and then they had to throw Yarbrough Friday, who obviously was terrible. But it just this was just the Jays got exposed. The pitching got exposed. They got outpitched and then obviously out hit. But it's easy to get out hit when your fucking pitchers are batting practice pitchers. JR,
that's pretty bad.
Are you as more optimistic than I? Because I genuinely do think, and I'm not even saying this to be funny or a troll, the Jays aren't even like in the top 4, top 5 best teams in the AL. I genuinely don't think they are.
Yeah, it's tough because it's like you always look down on your own team. Like, let's be honest. It's kind of been like I'm always like hard on our team. Like when I cheer for a team, like I always think we're worse than what we actually are. But there's a lot of holes I don't know if we can actually completely fill, like at the deadline, to be honest. Like, this is a huge gap, and the issue is that we have no one to bring up, and it goes down to our farm system. Yes, we do have some good prospects, but I mean, the pitching prospects just aren't really there right now. Like, and we're trying to compete for a World Series. We're supposed to be ready to win a World Series, and we're not there. That's a huge issue. And one arm isn't going to fix this bullpen. Like, it's 3 or 4 arms at this point. And bringing up a guy that you just know you're going to lose a game, like, that's an issue for a World Series contender. That doesn't happen. Like, that can't happen. But to answer that question, I think right now we're outside the top 5.
Like here we go. The Astros are a wagon.
Yeah.
They are disgusting. The Yankees are a wagon. I can genuinely, and we saw it. The Twins are better than the Jays right now, right? The Twins back-to-back walk-off wins on the Orioles against that nasty bullpen. They won the series against the Orioles. They won the series against the Jays. I genuinely think the Twins are better than the Jays.
I don't.
The Rays.
I can't agree with that.
Well, that's
I'd
just
have to
facts.
look into the Twins bullpen because like fucking Dylan Bundy's throwing for them. So
Chris Archer's starting for them too.
Chris Archer's been better than almost every starter on the Jays this year.
Sure, which it should be a crazy thing is more what I'm getting at.
I think you were there. Rays, obviously they showed they're better than us this weekend.
They have the season series too, and their whole team's not even playing. Mike Zunino's not even in the lineup. Who else isn't playing? It's Mike Zunino.
Lau didn't play, did he?
Lau didn't play. They have tons of guys injured, man.
I'm pretty sure their bullpen's kind of injured too, isn't it?
Yeah,
they're a lot of guys.
The fact
and then
that
you have
you
one of
lost
their best pitcher too is hurt.
Glass now, and that guy is probably going to throw come playoff time.
And their closing pitcher, humble brag, friend of the podcast, official podcast, Nick Anderson, who throws 100 out of the bullpen. He hasn't even played this year.
Yeah, he was really good last year when he was healthy.
It's just, I'm telling you.
Okay, so Rays, Yankees,
Astros, Twins,
Red Sox.
Maybe not the Red Sox.
Fuck, man.
I wouldn't say the Red
Twins.
Sox.
The Twins even is, I think, a push. Like, I think we're better than the Twins.
No,
but Red Sox, we're better than the Red Sox. So it's, you know what? I put us in the top 5. I put us in the top 5.
I would put us 5, and that's being greedy. Like, dude, I just don't get, like, the Detroit Tigers have the 3rd best bullpen in all of baseball. And they're terrible. Like, terrible. Why can't the Jays go poach some guys off of them? One name that really intrigues me with the Detroit Tigers is Michael Fulmer.
I thought you were about to say Gregory Soto.
He's been talked about.
No, Michael Fulmer. What's stopping the Jays? I think this is his last year. He has no control after this year. He's going free agency.
I don't think anything's stopping him. I think he's going to be dealt. I think he's been talked about being dealt, like, and the Jays are like.
Yes, this is his last year. Signed through 2022. Why not take a run at him?
What is Austin Meadows has been horrendous.
Oh my God,
right?
his ERA's 1.9.
Is he signed long term there? Meadows?
Austin Meadows? Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say it would be interesting.
Because the Rays traded him. He's still on his rookie contract, I'm pretty sure, because he hasn't been in the league for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not getting dealt. That would
Michael Fulmer has a 1.9 ERA.
Dude, he was good when they switched him to the pen, man. Ever since they switched him to the pen, he's been really good.
2.97.
He'd be a really good option, like, the pen, and then, like, in playoffs, he could be like a long reliever type thing.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I need Michael Fulmer now.
I don't know how they've used him this year, so who knows how much they can do with the long relief. But obviously, a guy who used to be a starter, so it's not horrible.
Well, he's pitched 28 innings in 28 games, so I think he's been like the setup kind of role. But yeah, dude, that's a name that's really intriguing to me is Michael Fulmer. That would be that'd be unreal.
But there's gonna be so many teams vying for all the same guys in free agency, right? There's gonna be a pool of maybe.
And the Jays don't have that prospect pool to be able to fuck with these guys too, right?
Yeah,
I think
some of the deals for relievers are ridiculous at the deadline. They get dealt for like cash considerations.
We need to, like, our front office needs to buckle up. Like, you need to get the no-name dudes, man. Like, that's how we're gonna build this pen. Like, it isn't one huge closer. It's getting like 4 new arms.
I disagree. I think it's one good closer and two. I think it's one good closer and 2 decent cash consideration traded guys that
Okay,
have shown they have good stuff.
That's 3 arms.
But that's
which is a
3
lot.
arms, and that's just not. There's no way you do like. You know how much it costs to get a big time closer? You're giving up one of your top prospects.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
It's gonna be diamond in the rough, guys. I think get it done.
Well, I'll
think
tell
it
you
makes
who's not
more
a diamond in the rough guy. The fucking guys the Jay just traded for this weekend.
Okay,
He has
what
a
the fuck
6
is with,
ERA.
okay, we gotta talk about this. We didn't even get to talk about this. I don't even know if the news broke. I think it broke like the day after about Sergio Romo. Like what the fuck is this?
Hear me out. He gives me Jason Grilly vibes to this team.
Did you see him wearing his glasses? Like he looks like the school teacher came in.
Yeah, but he's pitched 2 innings of shutout baseball with the Jays. And you know what? He's shown more emotion on the mound than some of these fucking guys have. Like
My dad hated it the other day.
Why would it?
What's there to hate about it? He was like,
Well, no, my dad's just a fucking old man.
yeah,
Um,
that's true.
He was like, no, he was mad because he was like celebrating and they were down a bunch of runs. It's like, well, this guy was kind of out of baseball. Like, let him celebrate. You know, he had
I
nothing.
think he could be a good part of this bullpen. I'm gonna be optimistic. I think he'd be like a decent part.
Yeah.
And another thing that we gotta talk about. We have a problem with Ross Stripling, guys. Do you guys know what that problem is?
He's
too
good.
No. After he goes through the order twice, he's terrible. He gave up those 3 runs. Literally the 3rd time through the order. The top of the order did that to him.
Well, that's why they always pull him. That's
For
why
who?
I
He's on
know,
the
but that's
fucking
the
bullpen.
that's the issue is like he does his job. I mean, he never should be like a real like Stripling should never be a really good starter. Let's be honest. But he could be a good 2 times through the order guy. But that goes back to us having a bad pen. We can't even afford that.
You have
We can't
to
even
force
afford
him
a guy.
today.
You-
You
Like
have to
it-
force him today. Like
yeah, you have to force
him
him
to go through
It was
3.
a force. Yeah, it was a force.
It's just
it's
terrible.
It's just bad, man.
I have a thought about Saturday, by the way. I think it's the worst day of the year for the team so far.
Yeah,
Saturday.
Is that your
I agree.
is that your thought?
It was
I agree.
so bad. So if you
Mhm.
think about it, you have an opportunity to 1, win a series against a division rival. 2, you can separate so much. So did the Red Sox win today, Johnny? Do you know?
Yeah, they did. They won.
Okay,
3-1.
so but they lost the series, right? To the
Yeah,
shitty Cubs.
yeah.
And then your division rival, these guys that you're battling for spots in the playoffs and all that, you can make so much ground. That would have been like if we could have won 4 games, like gone 4-1. That's an incredible amount of time of separation that you get from a team that you're going to play a ton this year. It was a very important day that just got. I'm not going to say it got taken for granted, but after the Gosman injury, it kind of just felt like deflated the team. And then obviously Thomas Hatch pitched.
And listen, you said 4-1. That's kind of like a crazy request. I'm at least 3-2 win the series. Just win one of those games and lose the next 2. Is that the craziest wish to win 1 out of the next 3 games that they had this weekend? Is it
like we split this week, right? And it doesn't feel like it was a successful week. Do you guys think so?
This week didn't feel good. It
No.
really didn't. Just a terrible week. Like it's just a pathetic week. And this is something that's completely off topic that I wanted to talk about because every single Jays game that me and Avery have been going to, I see it. And then the next thing you know, the Jays start losing. You're going to call me a fucking grumpy fuck for saying this. I hate the wave. The wave has to fucking stop. And listen, if it's children doing it, sure, that's fine. I am seeing grown-ass men start the wave with a couple drinks in them. If you're security, you should allow 1 punch to the skull. If an old man starts a wave, like a 30 or 40-year-old with his buddies. The wave is the most pathetic, embarrassing, in my opinion, and just most questionable mush thing of all time. The wave stinks. Stop the wave. Stop the wave yesterday. It's terrible.
I've kind of changed my stance on it.
Shut the fuck up.
I've kind of changed my stance on it. I forget who I heard saying this. It was Arian Foster. Arian Foster was talking about it. Like if that's what you enjoy going to the game for, it's kind of like obviously I don't like it, it usually is bad, like karma thing to happen as well. We always give up a home run or strike out when they start doing that. But if that's what makes you happy and keeps you coming back to the ballpark, then I don't
I'd rather not get their business.
There's people out there that buy tickets and they're like, I can't wait for the wave. Like they're just like there's people out there, man. Like
Those people are the worst.
You're just like come on. Like I saw it on Saturday. We were down and you could see it. Like you can see it on my TV. It's like, what the fuck are these guys doing, man? We're down like 5 in the 8th. Like, what?
Okay, let's come up with something better than the wave to do.
Clapping.
Did you say clapping?
Firing up I don't know, standing up. Like, don't sit down. I mean, that would be fucked, but
like, dude,
nothing. Watch the goddamn game and cheer.
Why does the game have to turn into a fucking cheerleading? Like in the UK, they have these chants for soccer that are electric. Like they have jingles for their players. In North America, we are just so fucking unoriginal and have no fucking creative process. So what do? Let's start a fucking wave around the ballpark and then lose the game right after. And Avery, you know this happened at the game we went to.
Yeah, it was so bad.
On Wednesday, the full jersey game. The wave started, and I shit you fucking not. Alex Verdugo hits a double in the gap. The second after. The wave has to stop. And I don't know what we have to do. We have to just align all the Toronto social media personalities. The wave needs to fucking stop. I hate it. And then when you see it make its way around and everyone's like, whoa, it's like, dude, please shut the fuck up. I hate it.
I agree. I think it just makes no sense. It's like, what the fuck? Like, okay, we're winning. Yeah. But I think there's just too many.
What even happens when we're down?
There's too many people with the motivation out there to like, they're determined not for a win, but they're determined to start a wave.
The wave stinks.
Abe, you love the wave.
Just admit you love the wave, Abe. Just admit your hands go up when it's coming across fucking your section, and you're excited to just put your fucking hands up for 2 seconds, do the wave. Just admit it.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes my body feels like I want to do the wave. That's okay, but I don't do it.
Yeah, right.
If you're a listener of the show and you do the wave, I have mixed emotions about you. I don't know if I like you.
We should. I mean, I'm saying this again, but we should really put a poll up. We did.
You have access to everything, Jer. You do have access.
I don't know what's taking these polls so long to get up, but I think we have a backlog of over 10 now. But we need a poll. I don't even know what we'd ask, but it would be something.
Do you participate in the wave? Yes or no? That's it. Just so we can kind of we can find the people that are doing it and find the people who aren't, just to see where our listeners
see where our fan bases are. And if they're wave guys, then we have to be. If they're wave guys, then we have to become wave guys.
No, you won't catch me. I'm not a sucker. I will not. 2 things.
You were a sucker for dugout deals.
2 things. No, that was Photoshop. 2 things. One, this podcast will never be associated with Sportsnet. We can just say that.
I'd cop out for it, actually.
So don't say that. Yeah.
If it's okay, 7 Sportsnet, the offers on the table, $10 million.
Yeah,
Gate 14. Gate 14.
Year.
Holy fuck, that's a lot. Yeah. Well, the wave has to stop, and I'm gonna do my best to stop it. I think I mentioned it. It's like in one of our early episodes. I hate it, and if you do it, you're a fucking scumbag, and that's just it. I guess we can go back to about the baseball, but that Vladdy bobblehead this weekend. Listen, I'm not a bobblehead guy. I don't collect them. That was kind of fire. The Vlad Junior and Senior bobbleheads, those were fire.
I saw an awesome tweet of this old guy, maybe 75 years old, that he was in line at 6 a.m. so he could be the first one to get the bobblehead. Like he said, he wasn't missing it. No way. And he was so excited.
Is that an interview?
No, he tweeted from his own account. I don't think I liked it, so it might be impossible to try and find.
Because I want to make him.
If he's the episode graphic, yes, it would be really funny.
Yeah, I really do want to make the people. I don't know if there's pictures of people camping out for the bobblehead. We have to find that. That's what we'll make the episode graphic of.
That's a great bobblehead day, though.
It was a great bobblehead
unique,
day.
And the Expos jersey he came out wearing too. He's got a dumper on him, eh? Vlad
he does.
Senior
He's
now.
slim thick. Kyle, how many fellas? How many beers?
He should just shave his head too. Just
he's really holding on to that hairline.
He had sick hair back in the day. Awesome hair. I thought just one of the coolest players of all time. I think.
Can we discuss this other giveaway, the Jordan Romano hat giveaway? It's just
do you know the vibes that hat gives me?
It gives me fucking Freedom Convoy.
I was thinking people who are outside the gas station at 6 a.m. just cracking open a Mountain Dew.
Yes.
And jeans that don't fit.
You hit the nail right on the head.
It's a horrible hat. Holy fuck. That's all I can say.
It's terrible. I don't know what's like who designed it. It's just a black hat. It looks like those fake Jays hats that you can buy in the Dominican. Is that crazy to say? It's like it's the hats that I don't even know what else I could describe it. It's just a terrible hat. It's terrible.
They've done some decent giveaways this year, and I think that's definitely one of the worst.
You're gonna hit on giveaways and you're gonna miss. Like,
okay,
the Manoa shirt one was good.
Wait a second. I'm gonna turn the season around right now. You guys keep talking. I have a former giveaway hat that I'm gonna wear the rest of this episode. So you guys stay here for a second.
We talked about the giveaway things, like we should do the tinted windows for Reese McGuire so we could jerk off in them. I think we need to really hit on one of those here soon.
You know what? They've been
oh Jesus Christ.
that was way better than this year's country fucking thing. It was fucking the green camo hat.
I am going to turn around this season. If the Jays win the series against the A's, I will wear this to the next Blue Jays game I go to.
That hat looks so mangled.
Yeah, it's fucked. I just moved. I don't think I've ever wore this before. It's so small.
Dude,
and by the way,
you've
this
been
is
talking about this move for like 2 months.
It was a month and a half ago I started. So this, for the people listening, you can't see it, but I'm wearing a country hat. I don't know how I look.
Look good,
but Avery, actually, we're gonna just make this the picture of the podcast graphic. It's just gonna be me like this. All right, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a selfie with the country hat on.
That'll be good.
And this is gonna be the episode graphic. But yeah, another thing we're gonna talk about. How about our OBJ boys down there in Florida just getting after it? A little rain delay, listening to the podcast. My head is on fucking fire. This is so small.
You have the biggest head of all time. You've complained about hats every time you wear one.
You'll hear it in the vlog.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to our OBJ boys, man. Just grind and listen to the episodes.
I thought Jared and I were talking about it on the golf course today about them. I thought they were just like making fun of us somehow from all the shit they're doing, but he talked me off of that. So
no, I don't think they would be.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I just thought
I was like, hey, what do you mean? Like, why would they post their
like? Do you think they're doing it like ironically or unironically?
You thought they were ironically listening to it. And then
maybe they weren't listening. Maybe
Morrow
they're just shooting.
Wrote our name on his cleats. This would be one of the longest standing jokes of all time.
It would be an electric joke, though. So
it would be a good joke. I would tip my cap for that, or I would tip my cowboy hat for that. This hat is kind of. Oh my god, this is fucking mangled. This is terrible podcasting. So watch the YouTube if you're listening to this. You will get to be able to see me on the cowboy hat. I'm just not a cowboy hat guy. That's what we've established. All right, want to go to the next one, Abe?
Yeah.
Good first half. Good first half. I know we've chirped a lot of the Jays and all that stuff, but we got to talk about the positive thing. What a weekend by Vladimir Guerrero Jr. What a fucking weekend. Dude, let me pull up his stats. I mean, obviously, it kind of looks a little bit terrible considering the fact that he's doing this when the Jays are just down 1 million. So you don't really see it as much. But, man, his last 7 games, or wait, let me pull up his game logs here. So this weekend, Vladimir Guerrero just putting on for the fucking country. 3 for 5 today 3 for 5 today, 1 for 4 game 2, 1 for 4 game 1, 1 for 5 July 1st. Maybe he didn't do that good this weekend. Maybe. Never mind.
You thought you were gonna read that out and be fucking.
I thought that was gonna be substantially better. Okay, never mind.
It seemed like he played pretty well though.
Yeah. I mean, he got all of the RBIs for the Jays. Or actually, yeah, he got 3 RBIs game July 1st, 1, 2. So cashing dudes in. That's all you can say.
You sent an outrageous text to us today that needs to be talked about. You said you're in on Kevin Biggio.
Yes. Yes. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up because just like I'm a man of integrity, I will admit when I have been wrong. And Kevin Biggio has been great for this ball club, especially out of the 9-hole. I hate saying it. And let me just say it. His last 30 games hitting 287. Last 15 games hitting 283. Last 7 games he's hitting 364. I'm out of the 9-hole, that I'll take that 10 times out of 10. His OBP in the last 7 games is 500. I mean, you could talk shit about him all you want, but fuck.
He's almost playing better than Espinal at this point.
He really is. They're kind of going like back and forth. It's crazy. They really are going back and forth, but Kevin Biggio has been great. I hate saying it. I despise saying it because of all the shit we talked about him. When I say we, I pretty much just mean me. Got it to my cap. He's been fucking awesome. He's been awesome.
When he almost won that game for us, full uniform day, with that double off the wall, that was a lot.
Oh, I thought that was gone. Yeah, he's been great, man. He has been.
It's kind of what we needed too, though. Like him slotting in the 9-hole, like you say, is very important for this team. As a guy, you think about it. There's that stupid saying where a lot of old school guys will say they like having your second leadoff hitter is your 9 hitter, right?
Which is a crazy saying, but
sure,
I do agree.
It kind of makes sense though. Just think like a guy on base for George Springer, no outs and at top of an inning, or when we go up to hit, it's really good for this team. He's a good table setter at this point, and I like him in the 9-hole. I'll say it. I like him there.
Thank you for agreeing. Maybe JR's on the opposite side. JR, where are you at with this?
No, I think he's obviously can get on base. I mean, he's always had a good on base percentage. He's a good 9-hole guy, but it's just like where do you put him as a fielder, right? Like, I mean, he's not.
They just put him everywhere.
He just pretty much plays everywhere. He's a good utility guy that you could slide in the 9-hole, but I think, like, I guess maybe I don't know. Maybe he slides in meaningful games. Maybe he slides in there somewhere. But I don't really know where. Like, unless he could take ABs away from Espinal, like he talks about, like that's the only way he cracks this lineup on a daily basis, right?
Yeah.
Or come playoff time. Like that's the only way he cracks his lineup.
Another thing we got to talk about, and shout out Alejandro Kirk memes. Hopefully, he had a good week camping.
That might be the reason we fucking.
That actually might be the reason. Maybe we should look into that. But Charlie Montoyo not playing Alejandro Kirk today, I don't get. Alejandro Kirk played 1 game yesterday, right? He sat the other, and then you sit him today in a pretty much, I'm going to say it, must win in a must win game, but I didn't claim it must win.
You didn't state it because you probably thought they were going to lose and you didn't want to affect your record.
True. I also kind of wish I put more betting against them. I thought they were going to lose by 1 million. But yeah, you sit Kirk today. And I mean, Springer, like how many times does this guy have to DH? Like, is he 1,000 years old? He's DHing 4 times a week. You sit Alejandro Kirk today, and it's not that big of a difference on the plate because Gabriel Moreno is nasty defensively. He's so fucking good. But that bat Alejandro Kirk provides to the lineup is it's irreplaceable, and you sit him today.
Well, just think about even where they hit in the lineup. Alejandro Kirk hits 4 when he plays now, right? And then Gabriel Moreno hits 8th. Like one seems a little more important to your team than the other, right? Just based on that.
I don't get why Kirk wasn't playing today. He played 1 fucking game yesterday, and all we talk about is give Kirk rest, give Kirk rest. He played 9 innings out of 18 yesterday. So he pretty much just played 1 game yesterday. Why not play him today? Why is it all of a sudden let's sit him today and then play? It fucks with the guy's tempo, routine. It fucks with all that stuff, man. And you saw today he pinch hit, bases loaded, I think it was. Yes, bases loaded. And he strikes out on 3 pitches. You can't just expect a guy to not play game 2 yesterday. I think it was game 2 he didn't play. You can't expect the guy to not play. And then he doesn't play the whole day. Here, Kirk, go pinch hit in the fucking bottom of the ninth, down 4 with bases loaded. Like he just that spot should have never happened. I don't get it. Like, and I know we talked about loving Tapia, and Tapia's been great, but why the fuck does Springer have to DH? Like you put Springer in left field, minimal amount of baseballs will go to him, or right field, whatever. And then you put Kirk at DH and Moreno catch. That's a perfect lineup. Am I wrong?
No, I can't disagree with that.
I just, man, this weekend, man. Like, all right, here, I'm going to announce it. I am taking a 22-hour break from the Toronto Blue Jays. I will not watch anything Toronto Blue Jays for the next 22 hours. We're recording this at 11 o'clock. I'm done. I will not.
You're a bigger man than me, eh?
22 hours. I will not watch the Toronto Blue Jays. And everyone was saying the red jersey curse is done. You thought it was done. You thought it was fucking done. Because Saturday, not even Canada Day, they're wearing the Reds for both. They're wearing the Reds, and what happens? They got absolutely shit pumped. So the red jersey curse is all the way back. The red jersey curse did that LeBron meme in the playoffs when his head's down and his fucking eyes are going up when people said that. The red jersey game took notice on that.
It's cursed, man.
Those jerseys fucking suck.
You don't like them?
No, I fucking hate them. Look like shit. It looks so bad, man.
They do look like
this
shit.
team is so fucking frustrating, man.
I don't get it.
I
Can we
just want
get
some consistency. A good week. 6 wins in a week. Can we do that?
no.
No,
Well, I think
that's
it's happened already this
physically
year, but-
impossible. There's probably no other weeks with 6 games.
They played like,
Actually, no. Wait, I thought you were gonna say 8 games. That's why I got mixed up there. That's my bad. There are gonna be weeks with 6 games.
No, the Jays will never win a six games in a week because at some point you're gonna have to rely on the bullpen and rely on Trent Thornton.
Yeah, and Trent Thornton, man, that guy ain't.
do you think we could ever win a extra inning game now just because of how bad this bullpen is?
Oh,
I saw someone
Oh.
tweet that we're just unable to do that if we don't have our guys. And it makes sense. Like we have no strikeout guys in our bullpen, and that's a really big issue.
here's a good question that I heard. I don't know if I heard on the 590 or Twitter. No free ads. Who do you think pitches more innings from this point to the end of the year? Julian Merriweather or Nate Pearson?
Merriweather.
I think Pearson.
I don't. Fuck,
For the
man.
Toronto Blue Jays?
Yes.
I'm gonna go Pearson.
Merriweather's hurt.
Merriweather's
okay.
fucking dude. Merriweather's that guy is a band-aid on fucking ice, man.
What if they're just 0-0 for the rest of the year?
Well, then it's a push, obviously. I'm just saying, if you could gamble on one, who would it be?
My boy Pearson every day of the week, man. Fuck yeah.
You know how good Nate Pearson would look in this
Dude,
bullpen? He
he
looks
is-
like a god.
They are. If you don't think Pearson's gonna be in the rotation, you're fucking mental right now. Like
Bullpen,
they are
yeah.
going to put him in the rotation.
No, but no. The Jays need a bullpen arm way more, a long relief arm. You know who the Jays' long reliever is right now? It's Trent Thornton.
Well, it really should be Stripling.
Yeah. it
I mean,
should
he
be.
can't go past twice. Like he's literally what he's doing is long relieving. He's a starter. He's an opener for us. Like
A
a
team
guy,
that can't
a
close.
starter that could only go twice around the order is not optimal for this team. It's just
Nothing.
not fucking optimal.
No one that steps on a mound for this team is optimal. And we
Yeah.
can never have anything great because Gossman is carving on Saturday. Carving on Saturday. What happens? 100-mile-an-hour comeback right to the fucking ankle. Who has to come in? Big bad Casey Lawrence, who gives up 6.
You cursed
Casey Lawrence was
though.
throwing 91. And I was like, is it just me? I look over to my dad and I go, is it just me, or does it look like he's throwing shit up there? Like it looks like just the way he throws, man. Like it's just I want to get in there. I want to get in the box.
Dude, I feel bad for Gossman because, man, he was really chucking. Like, he was going toe-to-toe, mano-y-mano with fucking McClanahan, and that was the most hype. I think that was one of the most hype matchups in all of baseball going into Saturday. Like Gossman McClanahan. Gossman 2 innings, 3 punchies. Like he was buzzing, and then obviously with the Jays' luck, he gets injured. And this brings up the question: is this the worst is this the worst you've ever felt as a Jays fan, being 8 games above 500 in a playoff spot, or just in a playoff spot period? Is this the worst you've ever felt of this team?
Jared did comment on this earlier, saying you're way harder on your team than it should be. And there's a lot of fans that would like to be in our spot, I think, with this team. But yeah, no.
Really though?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of teams that are shit, is what I mean.
I mean,
like
we've seen some pretty shit years.
Bullpen in the bottom 6 though, with the 5 ERA though.
I bet you we were bottom 6 when we were shit. Come on.
I don't know.
Actually, we did have some. You know what though? Looking back to our really shit years,
What's the shit year for the Jays? What was the shit year for the Jays? 2018?
Yeah, 2018, 2017 was bad.
2018, the Jays were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20th in the league.
Sure. Take in Hudson. Remember Hudson?
Daniel Hudson?
Yes. And we had him, dude.
We traded him to the Nats.
And
won
he
the
was
World
Let's not
Series.
forget we had Liam Hendricks too.
Yes. We had Hudson, and we were bad. But like just guys like that, like randomly when we were bad, like that guy went to the Nats, man, and he was a dog for them. Pretty sure he ended up being their closer come playoff time.
Believe so.
But
This
it's just crazy. And that guy was from like 98, 99. The front office did a bad job, man. Like assembling, they forgot about the bullpen. Like what did we really do? We got Yimi Garcia, yeah. But Yimi Garcia, like, do we really need a guy that wasn't a strikeout guy again? So we got, like, you have Simber is not a strikeout guy. He's been bad, way worse than what we thought this year. But you brought in Yimi Garcia, okay, but like that can't be your only play, and it was our only play, knowing what you have in AAA. You got to play with what you have in AAA, and we have literally nothing. Like we don't have shit coming up.
I can't see Atkins and Shapiro talking to each other and say they can't look each other in the eyes with a straight face and say we did a good job assembling this bullpen this year.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it.
But you know what's crazy though? In the media, a lot of the shit that I did hear was how much depth the Jays have at starting pitching.
Where's that?
We did to start the year for sure. I mean, we were saying we had a top 3 rotation in baseball, and it was a fair thing to say. Now I say we're probably looking at maybe top 10, and that's bottom half of that. Wouldn't you say? Like maybe outside.
The Jays bullpen has given up 39
No.
home
The Jays rotation.
Yeah.
What would
The
you
Jays
say they're
rotation?
ranked now?
Let me see. Let me look at it. I mean, I can easily pull that up. What the rotation ERA is. How do you go back to that? I mean, the rotation, I wouldn't even say top 10 though, because now you got to include like Kikuchi and shit, right?
He might be we thought he would have been one of the better 5 guys in the league. I still think he can be.
Mm-hmm.
All of Blue Jays pitching. So this is I don't know if this is including this bullpen, but have the 9th worst ERA in all of baseball.
Do FIP.
Not going to search. I don't know where to find that. So
Okay,
I'm not going to search.
I thought you were on Baseball Reference, maybe.
No, I'm on Covers.
Okay.
But yeah, it's terrible. And I genuinely don't know if I could look you guys in the eye and say that I see, or in the eyes, sorry. And I don't know if I could genuinely say that I see this team going far in the playoffs, or even just being a good team. Because that wild card series, which is I'm assuming a best of 3, right, Dave?
Yep.
Is going to be fucking hell. If the Jays have to just throw the kitchen sink at people, you have to go into your bullpen and not be scared to go into your bullpen, which the Jays are scared to go to their bullpen.
Yeah, Manoah's going to have to go 8 innings. Goslin's going to have to go 8 2/3 for us to have a chance to win that wild card series.
Yeah, just terrible. So obviously it was terrible. And you know what I also just thought about So when I go cut these TikTok clips, I'm going to be wearing a cowboy hat and people are going to be just absolutely letting it fucking eat on me in the comments. And actually, I want to talk about this now. So dumbest comment of the week. We have to go into it. This is a comment that I don't know if this is factually true. I don't know if this guy was trolling, but he commented on the Josh Donaldson video. Okay. And the comment was, I can't say it with a straight face. The Jays were playing the Yankees on Father's Day, and Josh Donaldson's father used to beat his mother, which is why he was mad and threw his bat. I was like, this guy can't be serious, but this kid was serious. Like someone responded like, I think this is a reach, but this wasn't trolling. Like this kid was genuinely serious about this comment. That's why Josh Donaldson was mad. It was
not the 95-mile-an-hour fastball in the ribs.
That is just so, man, dude. There's so many characters on TikTok, and that is just bottom line absurd to think.
We have some, so it's kind of a nightmare for this podcast. I guess we really haven't dealt with it this year when the Blue Jays go on the West Coast, right?
Yeah.
But we've kind of been blessed with some good times for after recording. The game Wednesday against the Athletics is at 3:00.
Wow.
So I thought we were going to be.
Too bad we record on Thursday.
No, we usually do after series.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I didn't know that Jason.
Wake up, Dave.
Sometimes we have to do it a day later because of certain circumstances. But
we have a game Wednesday, Johnny.
Oh, motherfucker.
Nice fuck up. Close the yearbook, assholes. Close the fucking yearbook, IBL superstars. So I guess we could go into our Mount Rushmore of the week.
Yes. We didn't even get the one out last week.
Well, you can blame Dickhead over here.
No. You guys said you do the poll so the fans would have someone on the Mount Rushmore.
Okay, I'll do the poll right now after this episode. 11 o'clock. Yeah. Classic. Avery. I'm going to start out with JR because JR is the most intrigued with this. He's a segment guy. Who is your Mount Rushmore guy?
So I believe I had Stripling on it.
Yes, last week. Yeah, you had Stripling last week, and I had the hitting coach, right?
Yeah.
And Avery had, God knows what Avery had. I don't even know what Avery had. Max Castillo. You had Max Castillo.
Okay.
No. He had what's his name? Pretty sure we had our pitcher there, other than pen.
Black Max Castillo.
No.
Oh, Matt Gage.
Yes,
Matt Gage.
I thought we had Gage.
Okay, that's a good one. So who? Let's hear it. Who are you guys? Who's your guys' Mount Rushmore here? JR.
So this is gonna be, man. This is gonna be a little. I think I'm gonna put Biggio on there as a head.
Oh, you fucking pussy! You fucking stole mine. No. I wanted that so bad. All right, Avery, who's yours, man?
Vladimir Guerrero Sr. is going to be on.
Wow, Abe, that is so good.
That's such a good one.
I mean, his sperm has blessed us with one of the best baseball players this team has ever seen, and
you were thinking about that all week.
Yeah. Yep.
And my Mount Rushmore guy will be Kevin Gossman's ankle.
Yes.
Okay, that's gonna be tough to put on.
No, we'll just take a picture of his ankle in a
walking boot.
In a walking. Yeah, Kevin Gossman's ankle is on my Mount Rushmore for, first of all, holding 100-mile-an-hour line drive right to him and not like being out for a significant amount of time. They said that they think he's good, so he'll be good for a start on Thursday. So yeah, Kevin Gossman's ankle's on mine, and we'll let the people decide who else will go on the Mount Rushmore. So yeah, let's now we got to discuss this upcoming week. The Jays face arguably one of the worst teams my 4 eyes have ever seen. And that's not even an over-exaggeration. This team is poverty. Like, embarrassing. Like, one of the teams in baseball where I wish it was like the EPL or other European leagues where there was relegation, the Oakland Athletics should be relegated. Like, that's just not even a discussion. So Avery, we'll start with you. What do you think what's going to happen this week? What's your prediction?
Sweep. But have you ever played the Bigs? Do you know that video game?
Yes, the best game ever. I punched my brother in the face for beating me in that game when we were children.
So one of the things on the bigs, you would play this career type mode where you'd go across the country playing all these teams, and you'd do a boss battle to like take over the stronghold, and you would take a player from the team after you beat them. So I think
Yes.
we need to do this with the Oakland Athletics this week, and Frankie Montas. If we win the series or sweep, we get Frankie Montas and help fix the rotation. So sweep for me.
I like sweep as well. We gotta get a job done, man. We gotta sweep them.
And let's go into the pitching matchup. So game 1, Manoah versus Irvin. I believe it's Cole Irvin, right?
God,
Yeah.
We should fuck that guy up.
Cole
man.
Irvin.
Soft throwing lefty, man.
Yeah.
Soft throwing lefty. Jays have a majority righty lineup. This should be a 7-0 baseball game. Like that Athletics lineup is so poverty, dude. Like it's just so bad. They gave away everyone. Like
Shout out for the 9:07 start time too.
yeah, that's
not
incredible
10:07.
too. That's perfect. That's right in the sweet spot of when I want games to start for the Jays. And you know what? I'm topping this right here. This is a must sweep.
Must sweep.
Whoa.
I'm saying it. The Johnny Junta stamp of approval. This is a must sweep baseball game for the Toronto Blue Jays series for the Toronto Blue Jays, because you got Kikuchi on Wednesday against the dog shit lineup. So there's no excuse there, going up against Adrian Martinez with a 6.30 ERA, a guy that's only pitched 10 innings this year. And then on Wednesday, you got Barrios versus Caprillion. I don't know if I said that correctly.
James Caprillion. Yeah.
Caprillion. I know he's terrible too. He's 5.4 ERA. So this should be a sweep. I'm saying it. Must sweep. It is a must sweep series, plain and simple. And I think I think Calvin Biggio stays hot. I'm going to say a Calvin Biggio home run in the series.
Whoa. Okay.
Yep, Biggio guy.
I'm gonna say Kikuchi goes 6 scoreless.
Wow. I think I'll say Barrios shits the bed again.
So you're going against the must. You called a sweep.
No, I'm saying they're gonna sweep, but Barrios gonna pitch like shit.
Okay.
Awesome, man. That's
Optimism out of optimism out of JR. Yeah, it's just let's get a sweep here. Let's just fucking take it back. And actually, I have a dilemma going into next week that we have to discuss. So next Wednesday, I think Thursday, the Jays are facing the Royals. One of my really good friends, some may argue one of my best friends that I met through a podcast, is starting game 1 for the Royals. I think he's slotted to go game 1. So just so I'm going to get out of this, I will not be cheering for the Jays that game until he gets out of the game. Is that acceptable?
No, it's not at all.
No, that is what?
Dave, are you fucking serious with this?
I'm not cheering for the Jays that game.
I mean, actually, I take it back. That was kind of fucking outrageous.
That is outrageous. Like, dude, we can't.
So you want me? It's a 4-game series, so he's pitching game 1, and me and him are gonna have a couple drinks, have a good time for the rest of the week. You want him to get shelled and ruin our weekend?
No. I'm saying okay. So there's
3 earned through 5 and 2/3.
I'm saying you have to be neutral. You can't be not cheering for the Jays.
Okay, I'm not gonna cheer for any team. I'm just cheering for my friend.
Yes,
Jonathan Easley.
We will accept that.
And yeah, so that's the dilemma. Another dilemma is a guy that like I've been through this ringer with. Bryson Stott is playing here next week, 2-game series against the Jays. So it's like a full Johnny Junta Friends of the Pod week. We got Bryson for 2 days, and then Heasley going game 1 with the Royals. But yeah, so next week it's my fandom's being in question. When Bryson's hitting, I'm not cheering for the Jays. I'm a Bryson guy. And
that's fine.
We got to get to that game.
Hitting is.
I'll also be wearing a Phillies jersey.
Whoa!
A Bryson Stott Phillies jersey with this cowboy.
This is getting too far now. Like this is. Wait, no. Can't be wearing. I will not accept you wearing 2 different major league teams.
That's fine. We'll see. The jersey is actually a little bit tight fitting. It is DH gate, so I'm not sure. But by the way, this hat looks outlandish right now. I'm going to keep it at this.
You need to. I don't know what's going through your head, Johnny, but like you need to like go to bed tonight and just think on this because this is a huge decision by you, and I don't know how our fans are gonna react. To be honest,
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean,
Maybe I'll
he's
just
in
be
with
neutral.
you're in with the Stott family. You're their other son.
Yeah, I lived
But-
there for like 3
but
weeks. When I
they
was in
also
Vegas.
respect you being a huge Jays fan. Like they respect that
Yes,
shit,
yes,
right?
and I don't give a fuck about the rest of the Phillies. Just
Yeah.
Bryson. So yeah,
no,
I guess I'll
I
just
think you
cheer
could
for
cheer for
Bryson.
him. But
We're Garrett
the
Stubbs
jersey,
guys too, though. Hey, Jer.
What?
We're Garrett Stubbs guys. on
Oh,
this
you know
podcast.
Stubbs?
Yeah. Well, we know CJ.
We had a couple
pretty
of
well.
beverages with CJ. He's a really good guy. He's
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
that's fine.
Yeah. So we hope they play well, and then we hope they lose by 50.
Yeah.
Like,
If the Jays don't beat the Phillies bullpen, you want to talk about bad bullpens. The Phillies are, wow, they are up there for sure too. So yeah, I guess with that Phillies series next week, we'll really test all of our characters.
we'll see the chats we'll have after
We'll
that.
see the chats we'll have. And by the way, another thing, Avery, what the fuck's going on with our group chat? Like, what's that thing called? Where all the
Discord.
fans
Discord.
What's up with that?
Oh my God, guys. I
Few
forget.
jobs.
Dave is so lost over there.
I mean, it's been created. You are also a part of this. You're a moderator on it too. You could also do this.
No, JR is taking over. He is the guy that's dealing with the Discord. now.
guys. Well, fuck, boys. I'm still trying to deal with merch here.
The merch thing's done.
The
It's
merch is
gone,
coming in,
it's-
man. I got shipping.
It's done. All right, it's done. So the merch thing will be here soon because everyone keeps texting me about it. And by the way, the vlog is going to be up this week. Can we say
Yeah,
that?
when who's editing that vlog?
Who's editing that vlog? You know who's fucking editing that vlog,
You?
man.
Hey, if you're editing that vlog,
I'm gonna have to learn how to do it. Yeah, man. For fuck's
We're
sake.
gonna
It's going to
see
be
that?
up this week. Can we make
No,
it deadline?
we're gonna
JR,
see it.
let's convene here because this is going to blow up.
it's
on
gonna be
YouTube.
2023, man. If Dave's doing that, We're
JR,
not seeing
when is
that.
this? Let's give him a deadline. And if not, there's going to be an ulterior motive.
Yeah, we should. You know what we should?
I'm gonna
make
be
him do?
punished for helping the pod.
Okay.
You're a part of the pod. It's not like you're just an outside
Here's
source.
something I thought about would be funny. So, Abe, you have to finish it by, let's say,
Wednesday.
And if you don't, and Abe, you can't make it shit, man. So if you don't, the next series that the Jays have a chance to sweep, you have to show up to the last game in a witch costume and a broom.
You know
The
what?
sweeper.
Actually, no, we're gonna do this. If you don't make this vlog, and me and JR will judge if it's good. If you don't do this correctly, you have to buy a Charlie Montoyo jersey.
Guys, I've never done this before, so I
You
can't.
you have until Wednesday.
No, yeah, you have to buy a Charlie jersey.
Yeah, you have to buy a Charlie Montoyo jersey,
Mm-hmm.
In
replica,
the red jersey too.
the red jersey.
Yes.
If it's not to me and JR's standards, we'll be judging it.
I mean, you. This is
By the way,
Let
my
the
standards
people
are pretty
decide.
high.
We'll let the people decide. So I'm gonna clip
Mhm.
this.
Yes.
I will be clipping this. So the vlog will be up on Wednesday, people. That's the deadline for Avery. If it is not up by Wednesday, and if the listeners don't rate it above an 8 out of 10,
They're gonna obviously not rate it an 8 out of 10. You can't issue this ultimatum.
Avery has to buy a Charlie Montoyo Canada Day Toronto Blue Jays jersey.
Mhm.
Can at least
And
be a
that's
7 out of 10, man. So
7
everyone
out
would
of
just
10.
comment
Fine, 7 out of 10, but
6.9.
I don't want to aim for 7 out of 10. That's fine, but we'll do that. So anyways,
This is
I
a
also-
no-win situation. This is bullshit.
we'll make it just
Also,
go
Abe,
fucking
you
go
got to do the
Scorsese
Rushmore
on us.
You got to do the Rushmore by Wednesday as well.
Go Scorsese. Yeah, JR, can you do the Discord at least for Christ's sake?
I mean, the Discord is it's ready. I have the Discord. We just got to send the link to people.
It's just me and Jared in there. It's been there for like 2 months.
like all Abe has to do, Johnny, is just send you the link, and we're
Okay.
ready to go.
We'll
like
get the link
thing is,
going.
But there's been no like moderation to it. So you can get in there and pretty much do whatever you want, which is not good for the people that are going to be joining that Discord.
Okay. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
we do
well,
have
no, Johnny will be in
no.
it.
You're going to trust the people in there, Jer?
yeah. I mean, fuck. We're
People are
Jays
kind of
pod.
crazy.
What are they
We have
gonna do in
15-year-old
there?
We have 15-year-olds gambling.
Yeah. What are they
Oh.
gonna do in there?
That's fine. But anyways, another last thing I want to talk about is I am obsessed with the Minions trend of people going to the Minions movie in full suit with all their boys and bananas. I think it's the funniest trend maybe ever. I will say it is the funniest thing I've ever seen. And I want to orchestrate something like that for a Jays game.
What
All of
would we
our
all show
listeners-
up in?
All of our listeners and us wearing like dress clothes to a Jays game, like
Oh my
with our hands
God.
like this.
All business.
All business.
Mhm.
Biggest
Maybe
game of the
ne-
season.
All business trip.
No, not even that. Next time the Jays have an opportunity to sweep, and if it's on a weekend, a Sunday, we will orchestrate a full suit, all the listeners to a game.
It's a horrible idea, man.
That's terrible. We know
So
we'll
fucking
just
hot.
we'll just cut that. That's not a thing. But anyways, you guys have anything last to talk about besides
No, man, let's fucking
Avery
sweep.
sleeping? Besides Avery sleeping, in a
Dave, you got
fucking-
you got lots of work to do, man. I'll make sure that Discord is ready to go. And
This is wild. The amount of work piling up on me. Eh? And
What do you
and-
mean? I am the one.
And Big Blue up there just sits around, shows up late, does whatever the
we
fuck.
do have to coin JR with something.
guys, I'm on the merch. I am the merch.
What
guy.
is that? How much time does that take out of you?
I mean,
I
it's-
have grown, and I don't get enough credit for this. I have grown the TikTok at an alarming rate. 2,000 followers in a month.
You like that one, eh, Jer?
Someone needs to give me my fucking roses.
No, you've been great with the engagement stuff. Like you've been commenting every TikTok. We talked about it. Which is
Yeah,
good.
well,
That's good. The
there it is.
algorithm loves us.
I think
And-
what's going to change this series around is Alejandro Kirk memes is back.
Yes.
A must follow
Yes.
page for all Blue Jays fans.
Yes. Alejandro Kirk memes is all the way back.
Hopefully, he had a good camping trip, like you said before.
Yeah. Hopefully, had a great camping.
Hopefully,
trip.
he did. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what's even greater? Holy shit. He will be in attendance this weekend for the Jays. They're playing in Seattle. He's going to the games. Could this turn
Wow.
the season around? Could the Cowboy hats turn the season around? I'm not sure. But yeah, Alejandro Kirk memes. Welcome back. Hopefully the camping trip.
You
was
know,
great.
Alejandro Kirk follows Alejandro Kirk memes,
So
Jer.
great.
Does he?
Yeah.
So great, dude.
Dude, how do we get that follow?
So all time. So all time. Well, he does post about him even when
All
he
the time.
so
Even if
Yeah.
he walks or something, the stories are awesome.
Yeah, like if someone had a meme page of myself. Actually, would you follow that? Yeah, I guess I would.
yeah, you
follow
would.
Yeah.
You would.
I would
You already
follow.
do have like a all and can we and if you are a female listener and you find JR attractive, can you please comment on our Instagram because we are thinking about doing a bachelor. for
What
JR.
when did this happen?
I just thought about it. So, anyways, let's have a great week, everyone. We will be back with you guys live. I'm assuming Friday. I will be back in Ottawa for 2 days doing God's work, and that's it. So, any last words, Avery, JR? Positive vibes. I mean, JR said Barrio's going to get shelled, but whatever. Anything from you guys?
No, I'm excited, man. Should fuck these boys up. And I'm excited. There's some good content coming to our page.
Thank you, Avery.
Mhm.
Hashtag thank you,
Avery. Hashtag thank you, Abe.
I'm gonna
If
do.
you
a
guys
shit
need me to
job
do
on
anything,
purpose,
if the
man.
fans want me to do something, just message our DMs. And
They want you to
Johnny will-
show up to the baseball games, Blue. That's all they fucking want.
Wait, I've shown up in the first level. I'm the first level correspondent.
That's fine. That's fine.
I give the reports on what's happening in the first level.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, that's it. Thank you guys for listening. Love you guys. And let's go Jays this week. Like I said, 22-hour break from the Jays. Johnny Junta. See you guys tomorrow. See you guys Friday too. Love you guys.